My name is Lisa Nally. I am the Business Relations Coordinator at the Siemens Church Institute here in Houston, Texas. So my primary duties here are customer service. I assist customers with their LMS needs, their training needs. I develop websites, content, and custom courses as needed. We go by the requirements of Subchapter M and other regulatory training requirements such as AWO and OSHA. I actually graduated college in 2006 without a career plan. My degree was in religious studies and I wanted to be an archaeologist. However, I needed money. So I found a position was open over at Kirby Inland Marine and I jumped at the chance. I had never heard of the towboating industry, which is kind of surprising because I come from a family of captains. So it was really interesting to kind of fall in line with what some of my family already was doing. But I started at Kirby and just certain doors opened and opportunities presented themselves. So I jumped at every chance I could get. And I found myself working in the training department right when the beginning of RCP was, an AWO was coming out back in I think 2010. And I had a lot of on-the-job training with e-learning, custom course development for Kirby, and I really enjoyed it. It was something I was passionate about. We need to have a good idea about how to work computers, course development, really understanding how people learn and think, because in this industry particularly, you have a wide range of individuals. You have millennials who have been raised on computers and you have captains who really don't want to touch a computer. And so you have to make training modules that meet both ends of the spectrums. My advice would be to be a team player in this industry because the industry is very small and connections and networking happen every day, and you never know who you'll be working for or where you'll be working. So everything comes back around. The person who I work with here now, I started out with at Kirby actually. And so 10 years later, here we are working together again and creating some really cool content. So one interesting story I've had while I was working in the industry, it was actually in 2008, so quite a few years ago, I had the opportunity to ride a boat from St. Louis up to Chicago. I rode the Jimmy Saws with Captain Frank Ellis over at Kirby, and it was just a really interesting experience to get out there and see what these guys do. I watched them build and break tows to go in and out of locks. I sat with the captain as he navigated some high water situations. So it was a really neat experience to get out there and see for multiple days. It wasn't just a quick boat ride up the Houston Ship Channel. It was overnight stays, getting and jumping on and off boats and going with the crew change guys that were getting off. And it was just a really neat experience to see how people on the river live while they're out there working. They cook, they clean, sometimes they bicker. But it was a really eye-opening experience, and I'm grateful I got to have it when I was 24, 25, when I first started out in the industry, because it gave me a perspective of who I'm working for and who I'm supporting. And that was really neat.
Thanks for tuning in to Who Works the Rivers Wednesday. Check back the first Wednesday of every month to view new videos about the different careers available in the maritime industry. Or visit riverworksdiscovery.org/river-careers to learn more about careers on the river.